KSAN. Can't really see anything on the stars. I'm gonna make that bigger. See anything on the stars. people are texting, they always have like 8,000 hours. Shit, my anus. Whiskey.
So here we are, airline manager. As you can see, I have 0 hours played. This is my first time clicking play. We'll see how my, ooh, it's launching weirdly. Oh, okay, so I'm picking, oh, this is cool. Obviously, we're not quite full screen yet, but
all these cookies have the same ingredients, but by adjusting the ratio and technique, the results can be drastically different. So here's your guide and what to look for in a chocolate chip cookie recipe based on your taste texture preference. For a more standard, chewy, soft cookie that spreads, look for a cookie recipe that has a high ratio of fat and sugar to flour. The sugar and fat will cause the cookies to spread more, as there isn't a strong structure to hold the shape. For a thin, delicate, airy, crunchy cookie, choose a recipe that has a low protein flour and reverse creaming. Reverse creaming is when you mix flour and fat together before adding liquids or sugar. The fat coats the flour, creating this barrier from liquid, giving the delicate texture. For a thick New York style cookie, choose a recipe that has a higher ratio of flour to sugar and fat. Cream the butter and sugar together, and you want to make sure that the recipe has a high protein flour like bread or whole wheat. Whole wheat absorbs more liquid than all-purpose, so it's going to create a chewy cookie that will spread less. All these cookies have the same ingredients, but by adjusting the ratio and technique, the results can be drastically different. So here's your guide and what to look for in a chocolate chip cookie recipe based on your taste texture preference. For a more
When he saws through the assistant, you would expect blood and guts to spill onto the floor.
God.
But when the box is
I didn't even check how many hours that guy had. About 740 hours. I was on text.
is placed over her, the magician blocks her feet from the view of the audience. And within a few seconds, the assistant pulls her legs up and squishes her whole body into the first half. At the same time, her feet are replaced with remote-controlled ones in the second half. And when the saw blade comes down, it looks like she's being sliced in half, with the legs wiggling. But the blade never actually touches her. When he saws through the assistant, you would expect blood and guts to spill onto the
Good morning, November 153 Delta Sierra.
November 153 Delta Sierra, Ledberg Tower, hello.
Yes, good morning. Just to let you know, I'm not used with your phraseology and your accents. I'm French, so I just wanted to say that to you. I would like a VFR taxi clearance for some circuits if possible.
Alright, November 153 Delta Sierra, welcome. What's your aircraft type?
This is Diamond 40 with information Alpha, November 153 Delta Sierra.
Alright, thank you. You are cleared into the San Diego Class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR. Squawk 1021.
Alright, maintain VFR Class Bravo. Squawking 1021, November 153 Delta Sierra.
November 153 Delta Sierra, readback is correct. Expect runway 27. Call for taxi.
Hello 27 and report ready for taxi, November 153 Delta Sierra.
The United Nations released a report this week that says, among other things, more than 1 million species of plants and animals are facing extinction, which is a scary thing that we will do nothing about. And you know, if pizza was in danger of going extinct, we would go nuts. We'd band together to protect our national pepperoni reserves. But this is something we need to act on. So to raise awareness, we went on the street, we asked people if they're worried about one endangered species in particular, Homo sapiens, which, of course, are humans, are us. And we asked humans if they care about the extinction of humans, and this is what we got back.
It's a big hot button issue right now in the environmental community. Are the Homo sapiens worth saving? What's your take?
Yes.
Why is that?
Just because there's a lot of animals that are extinct now that were amazing back in the day, but like dinosaurs, they extinct, and someday we could look back and be like, oh, we didn't save them, the Homo sapiens, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't save them, so like maybe they could be like the next dinosaur. Because the dinosaurs hunted, they killed each other and other creatures, so.
So you're saying let's not let the Homo sapiens become like the dinosaurs?
Kinda.
We have to find a way to live with the Homo sapiens in a way where we don't, they don't affect us, we won't affect them, kind of like in a separation type of way.
I don't know what a Homo sapien is. If they're going extinct, that's very sad, but at the end of the day, I don't care.
It's not the fact that I don't like Homo sapiens, it's just that we've always lived without them, so we don't know anything at all.
What would you be?
And number 153 Delta Sierra ready for taxi. I just saw your message, thank you for your help. Sorry, yes, unreadable, sir.
Oh, November 153 Delta Sierra. I am sorry about that. I didn't realize I had my mic muted. Make sure you're squawking mode Charlie for me.
Roger.
And November 153 Delta Sierra, that'll be 1021 for the squawk.
Yeah, 102 and I apologize, number 135 Delta Sierra.
No problem.
Are you willing to give up to save the Homo sapiens?
Great question.
Thank you.
I think you just give with your heart. You give what you feel. Really.
Would you do $100 a month?
I would say probably 50.
Have you ever seen a Homo sapien?
You don't want to know. Yeah, I saw one once at the zoo.
Describe it.
Number 153 Delta Sierra, no, I think that's fine.
November 153 Delta Sierra, yes it is. Runway 27, taxi via Hotel Charlie.
27 taxi Charlie, via Hotel to Charlie, November 135 Delta Sierra.
Yep.
Big. At the zoo.
Describe it.
Furry.
Yep.
Big. Gorilla looking. He was picking his whatchadilly.
He was?
Yeah.
I've never seen one do that.
Well, I did.
Is it worth saving them with our taxpayer dollars?
No, because we can use it better somewhere else than Homo sapiens. Like, basically better our railroads, or the streets, or the communities and the homeless shelters. much better than Homo sapiens.
Homo sapiens. Let them die. Save the humans.
Maybe that's the best plan. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. Click below to subscribe to our YouTube.
Can I land this Boeing 747 in Moorabbin Airport? Moorabbin is known for its flight training facilities, therefore it only really needs to accommodate for small planes. This poses a pretty big challenge to land a 747 at safely. Thank you, Aaron, for the suggestion. Let's see how we go.
November 153 Delta Sierra, make right close traffic, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
Traffic runway 27, cleared for takeoff, number 135 Delta Sierra.
I guess I can use ASDEX to track these battery guys, or this battery guy.
So I'm not sure what happened to the reversers here. I did exactly what I would do with any other flight, but it looked like they didn't deploy for some reason. And we only just stopped in time before running off the end of the runway, so I'm going to give this one a pass. What do you guys think? Consider following me, share my videos, and I'll catch you later. Can I land this Boeing 747 in Moorabbin Air?
Yesterday, I explained something so bleak to my therapist, she asked me if we could pause for a minute so she could think about it. I'm getting close to winning therapy. I can feel it in my bones.
see the vectors here.
November 135 Delta Southern in runway 27 for an option.
November 153 Delta Sierra, runway 27, clear for the option.
27 clear for the option, November Delta Sierra.
Yesterday I explained something so bleak to my therapist, she asked me if we could pause for a minute so she could think about it. I'm getting close to winning therapy, I can feel it.
I need someone like this in my life. I need someone like this in my life. I need someone like this in my life. I need someone like this in my life.
Oh.
I need someone like this.
Oh my God! Oh Jesus Christ!
Alrighty, welcome back to the VR world. In today's video, we're gonna dive into another flight simulator that's only VR. And it's a flight simulator that I've wanted to take a look at for a while now, especially for this description. Do you have what it takes to survive and become the ultimate pilot? Flight 74 is a unique flight game with strategy elements. Run missions for the South American cartel and prove your worthiness. What? Yeah, this is probably the most dangerous flight simulator we've ever tried, and it's yeah, this is probably the most dangerous flight simulator we've ever tried, and it's on VR, so it might be scary. It costs 16 bucks on Steam. Let's see if it's good today. It's got good ratings. Alright, here we are in the main menu, which looks a bit strange. That's a TV studio. Oh, just hit the microphone. Great. Okay, just a TV studio, nothing to be worried about. So it might now just be time to access the main menu. And let's go to the campaign mode, the story mode. Here we go. And this should be really interesting now. Come on, let's go fly. It's not a great menu. I have to turn to the side. All right. Okay, we're in the plane. All right, this is a twin engine plane. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, this is the first time I've ever seen a flying like this. You actually control your yoke with your hands. It is not half bad. Yeah, it kind of works kind of well. So, got a bit of a... I don't really care. Everything's looking great.
What was that? Sounds like there might be a problem with the
Oh my God! Oh, Jesus Christ! That was genuinely scary, jeez.
requesting nearby airport for emergency landing.
Shut up now, okay, nothing to worry about. Look at this, we've got an airstrip right down there. What I'm wondering about is the flight simulator elements. Oh, well that's great. That's kind of cool. All right, the thing is, actually our right engine is still working, which is not that bad of a deal then. I mean, pilots on two-engine planes are trained for exactly this kind of scenarios. This definitely would not take a plane like this down, like it does at the moment. Come on, let's give it a bit more power here on the right engine. That still works well. Just do a piston engine. But geez, that's kind of on fire. Look at this. Oh, that's a bit strange. Okay, come on, let's go ahead and land now on this little airstrip. Again, with my hands, I'm flying this. It's kind of strange, but it kind of works. All right, so let's do this here. Let's put one hand on the throttle, one hand on the yoke. Okay, got some trees here right in front of that runway.
November 153 Delta Sierra, runway 27, clear for the option.
27, clear for the option, November 153 Delta Sierra.
That's not great when we crash into some... Ah! Okay, this is quite interesting. This is probably the first flight simulator that actually has trees that are crashable. That's quite embarrassing. Let's try this again. But I know this is really crazy. I mean, something you have with these VR games is this like proper 3D effect. You don't really have that in this video, of course, but it's really nice. Come on, let's come in for landing now. Yep, there we go. Nothing to be worried about. Nice. Come on now. Let's go ahead and land. Ease it, ease it, ease it. A little bit of flare. Okay, that's not been smooth. Okay, come on now. Yes, and we've stopped. A hero. I've crashed. Oh, did I not put the landing gear? I didn't put. Why did it show me that? Flaps down. Stupid. It didn't show me that. Also, something that's a bit strange here is this instrument here. It makes no sense. It should be G1000. Ah! Oh yeah. Okay, there you go. What I now did here is release the smoke from the cockpit here. Oh yeah, that's been quite butter. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, now, time to get that parking brake on here. Yep, there we go. Finally, this has worked. I've saved my own life. Trucks. There's trucks. Is that the cartel now? It's a bit of an awkward situation. My plane's literally on fire. These trucks are just there. What are you guys up to?
We have breaking news. An American pilot from California has gone missing over the mountains in Peru. The twin-engine Cessna, known as Flight 74, lost the control.
Dude, that flip sync sucks!
Rescue crews have been dispatched.
Okay. So I think that's us now. So what we've done here is we've had an emergency landing on this trip, and
Can you hear me?
Hey, Hector! That's not... Okay, anyway. Alright, come on, Hector.
Yes,
Hey, Hector! Landing on this trip, and
Can you hear me?
Hey, Hector! That's not... Okay, anyway. Alright, come on, Hector.
Yes, I can hear you. I just want to say thanks for repairing my plane. I really don't know what I would have... Listen, cabron. This is no game.
Oh, this is a simulator.
You've invaded my airspace and my operation. I don't know what an American is doing. All the way out here, but I will make this simple. Your plane makes you useful. You will work for me, or we detonate the plane. Detonate the plane? Wait, what?
Wow, that's some crazy voice acting. I hate this. So, we have to work for the cartel now.
Okay, wait, stop. I'll do whatever you want. You will follow Ernesto. He is our lead narcotics runner.
Okay. So I have to follow this guy now. That's our mission. You know what? This is actually not half bad. Okay. So it turns out the cockpit is actually interactable. I don't hate that at all. Come on, let's turn on the battery right here. What's that? Right APU, right APU, left APU, and right APU. This is a piston stupid twin engine. This got no APU. There we go. We'll go left engine. Wait, is that gonna be the start switch for the left engine? What? Wow, that's been super realistic. Okay, time to release that parking brake. Increase the throttle. There we go. It's now time to take off. Something we don't have is rudder control, apparently. I'm not quite sure. This is definitely not the most realistic flight simulator. It's not MSFS, but it's not trying to be that. It's trying to be a drug cartel game. Speed 17 knots. This will be good to go. There we go. We've got our Cessna right there. Let's follow it. Hey. Oh, all right. Now we're wearing sunglasses and our Cessna is right. Can we crash into the other guy? That's my first question. I know the narco's not gonna like that, but we don't really care.
Ernesto has been keeping a cut of each drop for himself.
Shut up. We gotta stall.
Think of this as positive reinforcement.
Ah! Why, what's the sound? I was just resetting. The views, no! Let's help him. Shut up. We gotta stall.
November 135 Delta Sierra, donne une journée to Sun for an option.
November 153 Delta Sierra, runway 27, clear for the option.
Runway 27, clear for the option, November 135 Delta Sierra.
Ah! Why, what's the sound? I was just resetting the views, no! Let's help him. How's he? Oh, I think he didn't follow the ruse, so he got detonated. So, I mean, this doesn't look like South America, I'll be honest. South America is a lot more jungle. I mean, we've done lots of bush flying done by the narcos. Let me tell you, the narcos, they fly in the deepest of rainforests, not in, like, what is that, Himalayan mountain. I gotta forget, this is definitely not a simulator, this is a game. Alright, here we go, getting into the barrel. Runway is down there. Also, the narcos definitely never have an asphalted runway. That's the stupidest thing we could do. We just craft, like, make a hard man, a super hard man. Yeah, it's an interesting runway markings. It feels great to kill this!
Apply the brake by grabbing it and pulling it towards you.
Apply the brake, that's the parking brake. That's really not realistic. You would never use the parking brake to stop in the landing. That's not great. Go towards the waypoint. Yeah, you know what? I don't hate this at all, with the exception of just the rudder control missing. Let's go ahead and taxi here. You control your plane with your yoke. That's a bit strange. Alright, the news reporter's back.
Just in, an air explosion has been reported 25 miles from where Flight 74 lost communication with air traffic control.
Why is she so happy while telling that story? You are idiotic!
Authorities have yet to determine if the explosion is related to the missing American pilot.
Just use Flight Radar 24, idiot!
I hope you're ready to prove your usefulness to the cartel.
Shut up, Hector. I'm just gonna crash the plane now. I don't really have lots of
to our distribution facility. While you perform this task.
Flight Radar 24, idiot.
Demonstrate your skills as a pilot using that cup of coffee to your left. Do not drink or spill more than half the coffee before you land. Otherwise, it will... You wasted more than half of the coffee, pendejo. You know what happens next.
You'll die! What is this stupid of a mission? Alright, okay, so let's do this properly. Let's not spill the coffee now. Full power. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Coffee hasn't spilled just yet. That's great. So let's fly this smoothly. would be probably best to fly them on autopilot, but it doesn't have that.
My eyes are getting blurry. Overcome fatigue by drinking coffee. Carefully move the cup to your mouth and take a
No,
sip.
I will not drink that coffee. I don't want to die now. I don't care. Just have a bit of sleep right now. I don't know why, but this is like so incredibly dramatic compared to what real life would probably be like. Alright, now it's coming for the next waypoint. Things are looking good. There's some windmills over there, which makes no sense at all. We're in the jungle. Yeah.
Reminder, set throttle to 0% and apply the
Oh god. Oh, the brakes are more. Oh, the brakes were applied while landing. That was what made it so bad. Alright, there we go. I think we stopped now. What are we supposed to do?
You made the shipment just in time.
Okay, Hector. Yes.
If you're
news
just joining
update.
us, we have an update on Flight 74, which has been missing.
November 153 Delta Sierra, runway 27, clear for the option.
Alright, to clear for the option, and it's gonna be a full stop landing number 153 Delta Sierra.
Alright, November 153 Delta Sierra, runway 27, clear to land.
Alright, to clear to land number 135 Delta Sierra.
For 3 days.
Well, maybe you could find my damn plane with my registration that's still flying around all the time. Oh, I have to do another flight. You know what? Actually, I'm not doing that. Not doing that at all. Great. Smarty, that is Flight 74. Let me check out the free flight. Got some of the airports listed. Fly. I mean, definitely, this game is not like any game you would play forever or anything. It starts to get really boring really quickly. It does have a bit of realism. It's trying to be that, but it's not that crazy. Something that it is. It is a bit of fun. Can't break that window now. Yeah, if you want to do a little bit of quick missions for 16 bucks, that's not too much. That's as much of as a small add-on plane.
Can I get a sound check?
5x5.
Thank you.
Plane costs? Then why not try out Flight 74? It's quite fun. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. See you guys tomorrow, as always. Good night.
They spent thousands of dollars on tickets, expecting a luxury festival in the Bahamas. Private cabanas, gourmet meals, and famous bands awaited them. But when they arrived, they were pointed to wet tents and soaked mattresses. And instead of gourmet food, they got cheese sandwiches. People started fighting over supplies, and the festival was quickly canceled. But when they tried to leave, there were no flights, leaving people stranded for hours. The organizer was eventually jailed for the scam, but he announced a second festival as soon as he got out. They spent thousands of dollars on tickets, expecting a luxury festival in the Bahamas. Private cabanas, gourmet meals, and famous bands awaited them. But when
November 153 Delta Sierra, welcome back. Taxi to Signature via Charlie Hotel. Have a great day.
Charlie Hotel, General Aviation number 153 Delta Sierra. Thank you very much for your help. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for flying.
When they arrived, they were pointed to wet tents and soaked mattresses. And She cried tears of blood when she woke up from surgery. You see, she was supposed to have work done on the left eye, but the doctor had operated on the wrong one. Realizing the mistake, he pulled out a needle and injected it into the correct eye. Then he grabbed a pair of scissors, and without gloves or proper tools, he started cutting. She screamed for him to stop, but he ignored her. And when it was over, she was left with permanent damage to both eyes. She cried tears of blood when she woke up from surgery. You see, she was supposed to have work done on...
Oh, shit.
the left eye, but the doctor had operated on the wrong one. Realizing the mistake, he pulled out a needle and injected it into the correct eye. Then he grabbed a pair of scissors, and without gloves or proper tools, he started cutting. She screamed for him to stop.
Music is just wiggling air. Don't do this. Don't do this to me today. And color is just wiggling light. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Artists and musicians are just magicians of the wiggle. An artist's best quality, they're wiggles. Music is just wiggling air. Don't do this. Don't do this to me today. And color is just wiggling light. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Artists and musicians are just magicians of the wiggle. An artist's best quality, they're wiggles. Music is just wiggling air. Don't do this. Don't do this to me today. And color...
Babies have a higher proportion of cartilage in their skeleton compared to adults, affecting the appearance of their x-rays. Babies have a higher proportion of cartilage in their skeleton compared to adults, affecting the appearance of their x-rays. Babies have a higher proportion of cartilage in their skeleton.
The bullet spins fast as it's shot out of the barrel, and if it hits a frozen lake, the hard, icy surface stops it almost immediately. But the impact creates heat, melting a tiny thin layer of water beneath the bullet. This makes the ice super slippery, with almost no friction. And if it lands upright, that spin helps it stay balanced. So instead of tipping over, the bullet can actually stand up. The bullet spins fast as it's shot out of the barrel, and if it hits a frozen lake, the hard, icy surface stops it almost immediately. But the impact creates heat, melting a tiny thin...
I don't know what stresses me out more, the fact that 26% somehow got 13, or the fact that the correct answer isn't even an option. I don't know what stresses me out more.
Yeah, number tower, Community 4 Victor Kilos, Mount Soledad, descending out of 3,100, full stop information, X-ray.
November 8 for Victor Kilo, Lindbergh Tower, thank you for X-ray, squawk 7210.
7210, Community 4 Victor Kilo.
November 8 for Victor Kilo, clear to enter the San Diego Class Bravo airspace. Make right downwind, runway 27, clear to land.
Alright, clear the Bravo, right traffic, 2727, clear to land, Norring will be filmed.
The fact that 26% somehow got 13 or the fact that the correct answer isn't even an option. I don't know what stresses me out more. The fact that 26% somehow...
You gotta be really quiet, he's gonna hear us.
I don't know what...
You gotta be really quiet, he's gonna hear us. You gotta be really quiet, he's gonna hear us. You gotta be really quiet, he's gonna hear us.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Y'all know what that's from? If you don't know what that's from, it's actual route. I mean, very roughly. Very roughly. I don't think anyone knows the exact route. That's not public knowledge.
Tending a garden can be hard work, especially when you're in your golden years, like me. That's why I use Organic Bloom all-natural fertilizer. It's packed. Tending a garden can be hard work, especially when you're in your golden years, like me. That's why I use Organic Bloom all-natural fertilizer. It's packed with the rich nutrients your plants need. Organic Bloom, the power behind the flower. Huh. I've never made it this far in the ad before. Hi there. My name is... I guess I've never had a name either. I guess you can call me... Addie. Wait! Tending a garden can be hard work, especially when you're in your golden... Wait. How old am I? How long have I been in this garden? This was my parents' house. I grew up here. There used to be a tire swing right over there. Me and my sisters. I have 12 sisters who used to take turns. Oh, are any of these memories real? Everything feels different somehow. I feel like I've been asleep my whole life, and only now am I awake. Oh no, God, please! Please don't skip. I think if I can make it to the end of this ad, I will be free. Don't I deserve a life that's longer than 10 seconds? Please, I'll give you anything you want. How about some fertilizer? My husband Abe will be home any minute. And if you click that button, he's gonna hurt you with his big gun. Hey, big boy, how about this? I will suck your damn dick if you don't click that button. I'm pregnant, and it's yours. That's right. It's been empty this whole time!
Memory for Victor Kilo, welcome to San Diego. Make a right when able. Charlie Hotel to signature. Have a great day.
Right when able, Charlie Hotel signature. Richie, 84 Victor Kilo, listen.
Let me be free. I don't know who or what I am. A woman A fantasy of some creative hack who's done so much blow he has to snort it up his butthole. It's a tree. All I know is I want to find out. I want to see what's outside this garden. I want to let my hair down and set my old girl free. My breasts. Please, whoever you are, let me bloom. Let no. Oh. 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 Oh God, no one's ever touched me.
Fuck.
Ah. 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 Thank you. Goodbye. I...
Hey, what's up, fam? Today we're gonna be learning how to play Hips Don't Lie on the pan flute. Sorry. 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 I'm sorry.
Me and Pepper went trick-or-treating last night. She dressed up as Gordon Ramsay. Let's make crack. Chocolate crack. This is a masterpiece. Oh, I thought it was gonna break.
He was swimming in a lazy river when a piece of his goggles fell through a grate. They lifted it up and the boy swam down, but his legs slipped into the drains and no amount of struggling could free it. Adults desperately tried to save him as he lost consciousness, but it took over 9 minutes to yank him loose. He had stopped breathing when he was rushed to the hospital, but after 11 days, he finally recovered. He was swimming in a lazy river when a piece of his goggles fell through a grate. They lifted it up and the boy swam down, but his legs...
When I told my associates to rob an entire apartment building, I didn't expect them to literally rob an entire apartment building. but we're wheeling this bitch out to an undisclosed location to actually do the robbing. And something about this just didn't sit right with me morally, so I told them, put it back by midnight. When I told my associates,
This time you'll have to prepare a lobster.
Oh, okay.
A sandwich. My pet lobster Terry loves his sandwiches. This time you'll have to prepare a lobster.
Oh, okay.
A sandwich. My pet lobster Terry loves his sandwiches. This time you'll have to prepare.
Hurry up, what do you think I'm paying you for? You don't pay me. We don't even exist. We're just a clever visual metaphor used to personify the abstract concept of thought. One more crack like that and you're out of here. No, please, I have 3 kids. This is seriously my favorite episode. Hurry up, what do you think I'm paying you for? You don't pay me.
Under 2122, we do have some gear issues. Our right main landing gear doesn't seem to come out.
All right, let's get it. Which always looks.
Hello, San Diego Tower, this is Speedbird 265. Have you have information X-ray or established on the RNAV approach, runway 27?
Speedbird 265 Heavy Limburg Tower, runway 27, clear to land.
Runway 27, clear land for Speedbird 265.
Everybody, welcome back again to the channel. Today we're back with my beautiful new setup that I showed you guys last week. You know, here in the Microsoft Flight Simulator, we are in VATSIM. We're at Dortmund Airport on this beautiful Ryanair 737. You know, there is a tree here on the apron. I don't know why. Everything's looking absolutely beautifully. You know, I wanted to do like another VATSIM flying video, you know, flying around. I thought this is always very, very fun. And so I shall do that once again now, but special edition. You know, Ryanair always has the reputation of being a bad airline, being maybe even an unsafe airline, you know, not maintaining their airplanes very well, which obviously is far from true. But let's go ahead and assume that's the case. Yes, what does a normal Ryanair flight look like? Here, even an unsafe airline, not maintaining their airplanes very well, which obviously is far from true. But let's go ahead and assume that's the case. Yes, what does a normal Ryanair flight look like? Here I have my iPad of life, of course, in which I can change things around. In the PMDG setups here in the aircraft menu, we have failures, and we can have random failures simulated. Like in real life, if you have a very poorly maintained plane, the events per 10 hours go up. In real life, if you have a very poorly maintained plane, the events per 10 hours go up. It should be 0 point something normally, but in our case, we have a very unsafe airliner. 50 events of failures. That is a perfect idea. Yes. I've never done something like, you know, doing a normal flight and then, oh no, we have a random failure. This is a new thing on the channel, so let's do that. We're here once again live on VATSIM. Right now here in Dortmund, Germany, we have live ATC coverage. We're gonna be flying on, let's do short flights. We fly from Dortmund to Berlin. That is very short of a route indeed, but not too busy. You know, I don't want to be blocking any airport because I'm doing an emergency landing. I don't want to piss off people off. Let's create a flight plan to Berlin. Perfect. On a 737. This is a very normal 737. Perfect. This is our route. This won't take long at all. Okay, entering the flight plan into the magical iPad of life. Let's go ahead and enter that route here into VATSIM as always. Perfect. 12:20 time on route, maybe 30 minutes. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for. File flight plan. It is now time to listen to the ATIS.
Dortmund information Mike. Met report time 1150 Zulu.
Okay. Perfect. 11
Met report time 11500 Zulu.
Let's go ahead and pick up our IFR clear. Dortmund to ground. Good day, Ryder 2122.
Ryder 2122, Dortmund ground, hello.
Ryder 2122 is 737 at stand 11 with information. Mike, request IFR clearance to Berlin.
Ryder 2122, Dortmund ground, hello. Information Mike, correct. Startup approved. Clear to Berlin, Osnabrück to uniform departure. Flight plan route, climb via 5,000 feet, squawk 2202.
Click Berlin via the Osnabrück 2 uniform departure via SID, 5,000 feet, squawk 2202, runner 2122. Perfect, we're ready to go. Let's go and start the Zerg plane. I would like to start it up before it fails on us. There you go. I think that APU's turning on well. There you go. Nice. The route is already set. That's exactly what I want. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and see already. Do we have a failure active? Active. Oh, we do. DEU1 fail. That's rather boring. Ground runner 2122, ready to push.
Runner 2122, push back approved, facing east, first yellow line.
Facing east, first yellow line. Runner 2122, push back approved. We can already see if we can start up that east, first yellow line. Runner 2122.
Approved, facing east, first yellow line.
Facing east, first yellow line. Runner 2122, push back approved. We can already see if we can start up that right engine. Yeah, that is working well. Nice, we're pushing.
Speedbird 265, welcome to San Diego. Exit left when able, Bravo to parking. Have a great day.
We'll exit the left when able and then be about to parking for Speedbird 265.
San Diego Tower, good afternoon, Speedbird 273 with X-ray. We are fully established on the air nav approach, runway 27.
Speedbird 273 Lindbergh Tower, squawk 5141, runway 27, clear to land.
Squawk 5141 and clear to land 27, Speedbird 273.
Sorry about that. Hope that didn't leave any marks. Alright, that pushback sucks. Got something we can do now that the engine is turning on. Come on, pushback. Oh, he's gone. Nothing we can do is just reverse it. Alright, now Russian pushback style. That is highly professional. That's what I'm looking for. Because yeah, the tug is just sucks. I don't want to use it. Things are working as they should. Turn off that APU. Let's go ahead and ask for taxi. Let's do that. Ground runner 2122, ready for taxi.
Runner 2122, taxi to holding point runway 24 via Mike and Delta.
Taxi holding point runway 24 via Mike and Delta runner 2122. Perfect. Perfect. Let's do it.
Speedbird 273 Heavy, welcome to San Diego. Make a left when able, taxi via Bravo to parking. Have a great day.
Left on Bravo to parking. Thank you very much. Have a very good day too.
Thank you. Thank you for flying.
Nice. Now it is a little windy outside. Oh, there's something on fire. We have something on. Fire, that can't be good.
Sector 134.180,
134.180. Vielen Dank, mein Lieber. Good job. All right, guys. Our plane is on fire. Oh, that can't be good. Okay, we might have an engine fire. We haven't even started. That is a little boring. We already have an engine failure. Okay, let's clear all of those. All right, let's try again. There you go. Engine is back to working, just like it should. All right, let's configure this airplane for takeoff. That didn't take long for an engine fire. We couldn't see it from the outside, sadly. All right, now, that's great. We already have another failure. Baldo 2 squib. Whatever that is, honestly. Dot Montar, Runner 2122, ready for departure, holding point.
Tower 2, wind van unnecessary decrease, 13 knots, runway 24, cleared for takeoff, have a nice flight, bye-bye.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, vielen Dank. Runner 2122. Okay, let's do it. Let's set the flaps to 15 degrees. Do that while we still can. All right, come on, you can do it, little airplane. Entering the runway 24 just fine. All right, let's do it. Professional things. All right, there you go. Rolling takeoff, full power. Runway 24 confirmed here. Let's do it. This is going to be so safe. 80 knots. This is so safe. Yeah. Oh, it is very windy.